In JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, there's a common recurring theme of characters who often deserved a lot better than they got. A lot of characters just end up getting the short end of the stick. And today we're going to talk about one in particular. One that I really have grown to like over the years of just talking about or even rewatching or rereading JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Narancia. Now, Narancia was 17 at the time of his death, but in all honesty, we have to talk about his early life first and just how awful it was, because they did that man so poorly. I'm just surprised he was able to even make it out being homeless. Yes, he was homeless. But at 10 years old, his mother died of an eye disease, and his father did not love him that much after his mother died. Like, that's literally stated in the show and in the manga. His father was just an asshole. And he began neglecting Narancia. Narancia started not going to school, leaving school, skipping with his friends, going to their houses, stealing from restaurants. Like, they were doing a lot. It got so bad to the point where he rarely showed up at school by the age of, I think, 14. But Narancia also had a problem. Because friendship was everything he had, he believed friendship was the most important thing in the world. And that caused him to be easily manipulated. And that's how an older friend told him, hey, you should dye your hair blonde. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he did it. And then he got blamed for a crime he didn't do, placing him in jail for a year, juvie for a year. He then asked around for information. He found out his friend, quote unquote, did the crime and simply put the blame on him. Now, the crime was pretty heinous, honestly. He beat an old woman, broke into her house and beat her. I don't know what the thought process is for that, especially be like 13, 14, but he did it. But when he was 15, he was finally released from jail, juvie, albeit he was constantly beat up by the correctional officers. So he had a black eye, or his eye was really swollen. It was just always pretty fucking swollen. And that caused a rumor to start spreading that he had the same eye disease that killed his mother, causing his friends, when he got out, to not want to talk to him. But he learned that it was the same nigga that put him in jail that spread the rumor. And Narancia, bless his heart, believed that he was going to die of the same disease as his mother. Now, if I'm being honest, I would have ran the fade with that man so bad. He would have got snuck. I'm sorry. Why are you lying on me twice? Can you please just leave me the fuck alone? Like, Jesus, like, I'm surprised Narancia, even with his anger issues, never went back and tried to find him. Because I would have. Especially if I have a stand. Oh, yeah. He's chopped cheese. I'm sorry. It's over. After that, his tragedies finally kind of let up. He was homeless for a time period. Then he was found by Fugo. Fugo got him a meal. And I think Bruno called him an ambulance and brought him to the hospital. After that, 3 weeks later, his eye disease was cured. He was fine. But he wanted to join the mafia after he learned about what Bruno did. And Bruno said, "Don't be fucking stupid, you little shit," and told him to go back home. Now, Narancia, he did go back home. Until he came back, went to Popo, and passed the test. And just joined the group. So, now we're finally at the event of Golden Wind. And throughout Golden Wind, Narancia, he does his thing. It was a varying amount of times he was needed, and some he wasn't. For example, at the end of the Risotto versus Diablo fight, oh my god, still to this day, Risotto should have won. Them razors, them blades were cutting that man up. He was getting shish kebabbed against him. He couldn't do shit. But most of his fights involved members of La Squadra, except the moment where he almost didn't go with the group and stayed with Fugo, except he started remembering how it felt being betrayed and losing and abandoned by people, so he jumped in and joined. To which I'm pretty sure Fugo said something like, "You're gonna get yourself killed." maybe you should listen. But now we're finally to the last point of contention, one of the most painful points, at least for me, his death. Oh my goodness. Once they get to the Coliseum, Narancia is the first person to die. And he dies in a time of confusion. Everyone was looking for Giorno's body because Narancia's soul was within it. And then Diablo skips time. He's gone. I forget whose body he was in. I'm pretty sure he was hiding, but he skipped time. And next thing we know, we see his lifeless body somehow on the iron bars. I still to this day do not know how he got up there. I'm pretty sure the best way I could probably describe it, because based on the way King Crimson's ability works, this is probably the way it works. He used his sub ability to see 10 seconds into the future, saw himself somehow putting him on the iron bars like that, then just skipped 10 seconds so the action will automatically happen. But either way, that was a painful moment, and we see Fugo, safe and sound, still in Italy, just look up to the sky as if he knew his best friend was gone. Bro, he deserved better. There was no way that he should have went out like that, bro. I'm sorry. He clutched up a good amount of times. He had a lot of spotlight moments, but like, damn, he couldn't even get a fight or a moment against King Crimson. Just immediate death. But really, that's all I got for y'all. If y'all enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And honestly, leave a comment if you think Fugo deserved better. We're on the road to 5K, so until next time, peace.